everyone, welcome back to Fall Between the Pages. I am Autumn Vera and thank you so much for joining me for another amazing video. So this video is going to be a compilation of all of the reads that are coming out for this winter, which covers the months of January and February and part of March that are going to be releasing soon. I just wanted to go ahead and get this video out the way since 2022 is already here and there are so many fabulous books that are coming out that I really want to read. Hopefully these are going to be some of the books that you want to read as well. So if you are excited for any of the books that I am going to be naming, please let me know in the comments below why you're looking forward to it and if you think it's going to be any good based off of the description. All right, before I get started with this video, I do want to let you guys know that I do have a book club on Fable, which is kind of like this online book club for book lovers. There are different types of book clubs. You can create your own book club, and my book club is called Flirting with Darkness. So hopefully you guys will be able to join me for the January read that I've picked for this month's book club, which is My Sweet Girl. It is a chilling murder mystery, and I am excited to dive into it. Please check out the link below for all the information. And if you would like to join in the discussion, you can always hit that follow button so that way you can be on the lookout for when a new discussion is updated. And that way you can add some of your comments to the book club and we can thoroughly discuss it and have fun. Hopefully this book won't let me down. I don't think I've read any of the author's previous works, so I'm looking forward to how this book is going to be. All right, so let's get into the video. All right, of course, so for the month of January, the first book that I am on the lookout for that I've kind of already snagged is Ashes of Gold. All right, so this is the sequel to Wings of Ebony. I am super excited. I grabbed this book on Friday. I saw it in the bookstore. Friday was like one of my really off days and I had to go into the bookstore to detox. And when I saw Ashes of Gold, I knew I had to grab it. I was super excited to see it because this book actually doesn't come out until January 11th, which is Tuesday, and so I was really excited to see this book on the shelf, and like I said, I already went and snatched it up. This special book actually has this etched cover on it. I don't think Wings of Ebony has this, but I am looking forward to reading Ashes of Gold. I do have Wings of Ebony on my list to read for this month. I haven't read the first book yet, but I'm starting to get into it on Scribe, which is an Audible book source that you can go to. It has a lot of free books and free Audibles that you can listen to for about $10 a month, and I've been up there for quite a while, so I'll link that on the description below as well. But yes, if you guys are actually looking forward to Ashes of Gold, let me know how you like the first book, because like I said, I'm getting into it now. But look at this beautiful cover. I just love her afro. I love the gold. I love this teal dark blue cover. It is absolutely beautiful. So yes, I'm really looking forward to this book. In the first book, Rue has now been taken to what she calls her father's home. It is filled with magic. It's filled with a whole bunch of rules, and her mother was unfortunately murdered, and she didn't have any time to grieve, say bye to her sister, nothing. As soon as that happened, her father, who she barely even knew, came. He said, yeah, you're not part of the human world anymore. Unfortunately, you're gonna have to come with me. So Rue is swept up into this magic. There's a lot of things going on in her old neighborhood that she really wants to help out with, and on this search, she is actually looking to see what's going on in East Row. She's forced to assimilate into her father's home. There are a bunch of magic users, and she is going to be in this giant battle, and something's going to have to happen where she's either going to have to pick sides or choose who she's going to be. And so this is the follow-up to the first book. So like I said, I'm really excited. If you guys are looking forward to reading Ashes of Gold, let me know if you've already pre-ordered this book. I'm looking forward to this. The next book that's coming out also on January 11th is Daughter of the Moon Goddess. Again, on Friday, I also saw this book and I was just like, how is it that two books that are supposed to be coming out on Tuesday are here? So I was really thrilled that this book was out. This is also on my list, and now that I have it, I can scratch it off. But look at this beautiful cover, Daughters of the Moon Goddess. the pink, the hues of blue, the moon up above. I am just all for this book. So this book is actually by Su Lin Tan. This book follows the inspired legend of Chang'e, the Chinese moon goddess, in which a young woman's quest to free her mother sets her on a dangerous path and pits her against the most powerful immortal in the realm. So this is actually going to be a little bit of everything, a little bit about power, magic, love. Just sounds so epic, so amazing. And like I said, I could not wait to get my hands on this. So Daughter of the Moon Goddess, as soon as I was able to get the arc from NetGalley, I saw this book in the bookstore and I was just like, well, I guess I got two. So as of right now, I'm going to switch between the hardcover and the NetGalley arc because, again, this book doesn't come out until Tuesday. It's pretty soon, but at the same time, I'm still going to leave a review for this book. So if you guys are like me and you love Korean and Chinese dramas, then this is definitely going to be a book for you that you will want to read. Like I said, I can't believe I already got my hands on it, so I am extremely excited. Daughter of the Moon Goddess comes out January 11th, so make sure to either pre-order or go to your nearest bookstore to grab yourself a copy. If you've already read the arc, let me know what you thought about the book in the comments below. And if you are look forward to this, what is something that you can tell me about the legend of Chang'e, the Chinese moon goddess? Okay, so the next set of books, some of them I am going to be reading off of my tablet, but I will post the picture, of course, to let you guys see what it's going to look like. So another book that is coming out on June 11th that I also saw on Friday, but I didn't purchase, is The Bone Spindle. So The Bone Spindle is going to be a Sleeping Beauty retelling. It is going to be a little bit of a remix and a twist of the fairy tale. It's going to involve at least 3 characters. Fi is a bookish treasure hunter with a knack for ruins and riddles who definitely doesn't believe in true love. Shame is a tough as dirt girl warrior from the north who likes cracking skulls, pretty girls, and doing things her own way. Briar Rose is a prince under a sleeping curse who's been waiting 100 years for the kiss that will wake him. So it's kind of like a reversal of the Sleeping Beauty tale. You have 2 heroines, as you can say, who are going out to try and break the curse. There are a lot of things that is going to be going on in this book. It's going to have dark magic, witch hunters, bad exes, and not to mention a mysterious witch who might end up stealing Shane's heart. So I can't wait to read this book. I might do it on my Kindle instead. So if you guys have already purchased The Bone Spindle, let me know what you thought about the book. If you think that this book is going to be interesting, does it sound interesting? The description that they give is like a Sleeping Beauty meets Indiana Jones. So I'm not sure how I'm supposed to take that, but I do love me some Indiana Jones, so we will see how this is going to play out. I'll probably do a review on this book later, but as of right now, yeah, that is basically what the book is about, and I am very interested in it. The cover looks pretty cool. You have like 2 really tough, hard-knock girls who are out there ready to take down a bad witch. Maybe not. We'll see what happens. But yeah, if this is on your list, let me know why and what you think makes this twist so interesting and different from the rest. All right, so the next book that I have on the list coming out for January, which is going to be on January 18th, is The Bound by Firelight. This is book 2 in the Cast in Firelight series, so I'm looking forward to this. I actually have this approved arc from NetGalley. I do have the first book, which is the Cast in Firelight, and I'm definitely going to be reading it for part of my January reads this month. So the sequel to Cast in Firelight is supposed to be a perfect epic. This book is by Dana Swift, so I am very interested in reading the first book and then following up with the second book. It's going to be a lot of magic, and it's going to deal with heirs, it's going to deal with destruction, it's going to deal with a lot of things that, you know, you have on a royal adventure. If you guys have not read Cast in Firelight, I can go ahead and give you guys the breakdown of the first book. I am currently on Amazon trying to get this stuff done. So it's book 2 of the Wickery book. That's what the series is called anyway. All right, so here we go. Cast in Firelight. So, Cast in Firelight is a heart-pounding fantasy duology, and you have two royal heirs who are betrothed to be married, but the loyalties are going to be torn. There's going to be enemies, and there's going to be a lot of tension between the two characters as well. So, I'm hoping to really enjoy everything that's going to be offered for this book and everything that is going to be in the sequel. So, if you guys are looking to Bound in Firelight, then definitely let me know what you thought about the first book in the comments below. Okay, so one of the books that I am highly looking forward to in February is called You Truly Assumed. I think some of you guys have seen this going on Bookstagram and TikTok. The cover is beautiful, as you can see. So let me just give you a little brief description about the book itself. And again, excuse me if I mispronounce the names. So Sabria has her whole summer planned out in the color-coded glory. Those plans go out the window after a terrorist attack attacks her home. And then the terrorist is assumed to be Muslim or Islamic, and then the Islamic phobia grows within her neighborhood. And she turns to her online journal for comfort. You Truly Assumed was never meant to be more anything than an outlet, but the blog goes viral. Fellow Muslim teens around the country flock to it and find solace in a sense of community, because there's so much going on in basically this community dealing with Muslims, and we can even see how something like this even happened after 9/11 too. There was so much hatred, so much violence, so much assumption that everyone that you saw was just going to automatically be a terrorist. So she's dealing with this, the impact of her home, the impact of her family, and she's trying to find a sense of togetherness, of oneness for her community that is slowly falling apart at the hands of violence. She hooks up with 3 other people and form a strong friendship, but as the blog grows popularity, so does the pushback and the hateful comments. And so one of them is threatening to search to find who's behind it all. Their friends put it to the test, and whether to shut down the blog or to lose everything that they've worked for this community. So I'm really looking forward to this book. I think is going to be a great lesson in how you can't assume who people are or what they're about just by the way that they look. Like I said, you can never assume a book by its cover. There's always something hidden underneath. I think this book is really going to be good. I'm looking forward to reading it, and I hope you guys will too. And we just have to, again, come together as a community to make sure that nobody is assumed to be anything that they're not. And I think this book is going to be a really great push towards that lesson, to just really learn about people and themselves, and not to believe everything that you hear online or on the news. This book is coming out on February 8th, so make sure you go ahead and pre-order, or if you've already read the arc, let me know how you like the book in the comments below. All right, so the next book starting off for February is Bright Ruined Things by Samantha Coe. I did one of her books previously as an arc and as a blog spotlight, which was The Golden Fury. I did that probably about like a year back. So now she's out with a new book called The Bright Ruined Things. This is going to be coming out on February 15th. So I'm really looking forward to this book. I enjoyed The Golden Fury by Samantha Coe, and I'm looking forward to this kind of like Great Gatsby-esque with a little bit of hint of magic into it novel. So I can't wait to actually see how she pulls all the elements together. But a little bit about the book itself. You have a forbidden magic, a family secret, and a night to reveal everything. So all of this is probably going to happen in one single night. Again, I have no idea how she's going to pull this off, but I can't wait to see. So the life May has ever known is on the island, living on the charity of the wealthy, prosperous family who controls the island's magic and its spirits. She longs for magic for herself, and she has her best friend Coco, and she sees as an equal, and her crutch Miles, who finally sees her. But tonight is the first night when the Prospers and their high society friends celebrate the night Lord Prosper first harnessed the island's magic and started producing ether, which is the magical fuel source. I'm sure some of you guys have probably heard like ether in like anime, things like that. But again, I am really interested to see how this book goes along the magical source. One of the things that was kind of missing in The Golden Fury was a touch of about the magic side as well. But in this one, I am very interested to see how there are spirits coming about, how May is going to reveal all the secrets that is going to be surrounding her in one single night. So if you guys are interested in the Bright Ruin things, definitely put that down on your list to read for February. If you guys have read the arc, again, let me know in the description below. And if you read The Golden Fury, which was her first novel, let me know how you like that. Like I said, I read it, I enjoyed it. There were some aspects that I, of course, could have thought had been better, but at the same time, I still enjoyed the book itself. Okay, so another arc that I got approved for NetGalley is called Even When Your Voice Shakes. This one is going to be powerful. It's going to make me cry because I can already tell by the description. This is the reason why I requested an advance copy of the book, because it's going to be really intriguing. It's going to be controversial, thought-provoking, everything. Some of this may be triggering for some people, so if you guys aren't used to reading books with these type of themes or type of topics, please make sure that you go over what the book is going to be about before you purchase it. So a young woman speaks out against her wealthy abuser in this riveting YA novel of one of Ghana's most celebrated children's authors. And this book is by Ruby Uriah Goka. So again, if I butcher the name, I am sorry. So when Amerilee is offered a job working for one of her mother's old school friends, she knows she has to accept. Her wages will help feed her family, help her sister stay in school, and assure that her mother won't have to worry about them. This book is going to be set in Ghana, in a small village. So just keep that in mind as you guys go through and read this novel. Her move to another town, she soon settles into her new life from her small village until, unfortunately, she is raped by the son of her employer. Torn between keeping her silence and keeping her job to help, of course, feed her family, she has to choose whether she wants to keep quiet about it or speak up and get justice for herself and how to live for her truth. And this is going to be something that's going to impact her entire community. So it's going to be really thought-provoking. It's going to have a lot of exposes about damages, about the effects of rape and sexual assault. And then there's going to be a lot of misogyny, and then there's going to be a lot of just verbal, I guess, abuse in this book, and probably people who probably won't believe her when she speaks up for herself. So there's a lot of anticipation for this book. I am excited to read it. And like I said, this is going to be one of those thought-provoking books that you're going to have to take your time to actually read through. So Even When Your Voice Shakes is going to be powerful. It sounds powerful, and I can't wait to read it. Like I said, I have the arc, and if you guys are interested in this book, make sure you check out the links below. I'll try to put together like a list of all the books that I went through into like a Google Doc or something like that, so you guys can check them out and their release dates. Reads. This one is The Girl Who Fell Beneath the Sea. There's going to be a Korean retelling the tale of Ching Chung. This is going to be perfect for fans of Winter Song, Uprooted, and Miyazaki's Spirited Away. So you have me at Spirited Away. I am all for anything Studio Ghibli. You cannot tell me otherwise. So The Girl Who Fell Beneath the Sea is going to be one of my highly anticipated books for February. This book comes out on February 22nd, so I'm definitely looking forward to this book. A little bit about the book itself. You have that deadly storms are ravaging Mina's homeland for generations. Flood has swept away entire villages, while there are bloody wars going over remaining resources. And her people believe that the sea god is the only thing that is going to help them overcome everything. But because they are now have curses and death and despair, and there's nothing else to really appease the gods because there's barely anything left due to war and everything that is going on in their home, they have now committed to throwing maidens into the sea as sacrifices for the sea god. The true bride, who is going to be the beloved of her older brother, she chooses to sacrifice herself. So I guess her brother's fiance or betrothed, she chooses to take her place and to be thrown into the water instead. She is then swept away into the spirit realm, and here is where we see Spirited Away type of theme that's touched upon. So I am really looking forward to this book. If this book is one of the ones that you are highly anticipated to read for the month of February, definitely let me know. I think I wanted this as an arc as well, but I don't think I got it as an arc. But I'm still looking forward to this book. I think it's going to be amazing. What are some of the things that you guys like about Korean fairy tales or Korean mythology? Let me know in the description below. Alright guys, we're finally getting into the March reads, and March is going to be the month where I actually like cut off stuff, because of course spring starts on the 22nd of March, and I think one of the books that I have up here on this list is going to be exactly that. Alright, so this book, the first book that's coming out for March for the anticipated reads, is 1,000 Steps into the Night. This is going to be a Japanese influenced fairy tale, brimming with demons, adventures, and a lot of things that goes wrong. So I'm very interested in it. As you can see, the cover is gorgeous. Yeah, so let's get into this book. In the realm of a war where gods, monsters, and humans exist side by side, Mikiyo is a ordinary girl resigned to a safe and uneventful existence as an innkeeper's daughter. But when she is cursed and begins to transform into a demon with a deadly touch, she embarks on a quest to reverse the curse and return to her normal life. She is aided by a thieving magpie spirit and thwarted by a demon prince. She must outfox tricksters, escape demons, negotiate with gods if she wants to ever make it home. So this really sounds like a Japanese or Chinese or Korean drama where you have a lot of adventure, a lot of fantasy, a lot of magic into it. So I am fully down for this novel. I can't wait for it to come out. I have to check and see if I have this as an arc, because I have a lot of them on the NetGalley app that I have to go through. So I gotta double check and see. But if not, this is going to be on my list to get probably for my birthday. As she begins to transform, comes with power and comes with freedom that she never even thought possible from her ordinary life. So I am really looking forward to how all of this is going to fit together, and how she's going to adjust to being cursed, or how she's even going to adjust to living as probably like a demon, or kind of like a demon slash hybrid or something. So again, I'm looking forward to it. If this sounds like you, let me know what you think about this novel in the comments below. So this book that I'm looking forward to that comes out on March 8th is called The Moth Girl by Heather Cummins. This one is actually going to be a little bit of YA and a little bit of mystery too. So Anna is a regular teenage girl. First off, sorry, the cover is gorgeous. I really like how they have the moths encasing her. Moths don't normally look this beautiful, but I do like how they have it in this cover. It's very pretty and is very well done. So back to what the story is about. Anna is a regular teenage girl. She runs track with her best friend. She gets good grades and sometimes party. But on a day of track practice, she falls unconscious, and instead of falling down, she falls up. So she's defying gravity, and then she goes to the hospital. They're trying to figure out what's going on with her. They can't actually diagnosed her with anything, and then her whole life completely changes. People start avoiding her because she's weird. She's starting to float up. Why isn't gravity going around her? So I really think that this book is going to have a deep-seated metaphor in it for something that we're going to have to see a lot of things is going to be in between the lines of this book. So I'm probably going to have to take my time to figure out exactly what's going on. I don't know if it's going to deal with magic or if it's something psychological, but I am definitely looking forward to this book. It sounds really interesting, and I can't wait to get into this. If you guys have ever read anything kind of like this, please put the link down below, or just comment on the book that this kind of sounds like and let me know what you think. Alright guys, so this book is actually coming out on March 22nd. It's kind of like borderline winter spring. As soon as like spring changes on March 22nd, you still have like those cold chilly days. So I'm just going to do this book and another book that comes out towards the end of the month for March, and then I'll probably release a like anticipated spring slash summer reads that's going to be coming out later. So sometime in March I'll do that. But the next book that I wanted to get to is A Magic Steeped in Poison. As you can see, This book is so beautiful. I love the colors. I love the whole vibe of it. It is absolutely beautiful. So this is going to be a duology. This book is going to be about Ning. The only thing worse than losing her mother is knowing that it's her own fault. She was the one who unknowingly brewed the poison tea that killed her, the poison that now threatens to also take her sister Shu. When Ning hears of a competition to find the kingdom's greatest Xiangxi, a master of ancient and martial art of making tea, she travels to the imperial city to compete. The winner will receive a favor from the princess, which may be Ning's only chance to save her sister's life. But between backstabbing competitors, the bloody court politics, and a mysterious and handsome boy with a shocking secret, Ning may be the only one in more danger. This book is by Judy Eiling, and so I think that this is going to be a great read. You know, with the books like these, I feel like there's always something extra that needs to go into maybe the description just to sell it a little bit. Now, while I'm interested in how she's going to reverse poison that's flowing through her sister's body, I'm also looking forward to if there's any like extra something about this book that's really going to make me want to buy it. The cover itself, I know, like I'm a sucker for covers. So I can already tell that this is going to be one that pulls me in. But again, I'm still looking forward to it. It says that this is the book of tea, like book 1. That's the series that is going on. So hopefully there's going to be a book 2. Whether or not this book is really going to have a lot of great points to it, we'll have to see once it's released in March. Okay, so I have one more book to do, and then that is it, guys. All right, so this book is actually kind of like a murder mystery. I'm always down for a good murder mystery. So if you guys have a few books that you've read that are murder mystery, please list them in the description below. I would love to check them out. This one is called Dig to Graves, and it kind of gives me like the One of Us is Lying, Pretty Little Liars type of vibe. So I am really intrigued by it. This says that this is like the One of Us is Lying meets Hitchcock retelling of Strangers on a Train. So we'll see how that goes. I think there's been like a lot of twists on Strangers on a Train where you have one person who makes a deal with somebody else and they swap to kill essentially each other's partners or somebody that they don't like. So that's essentially what this book is about. 17-year-old film noir fan Navi is a girl who just wants to be seen. She doesn't really fit in anywhere, and when she is betrayed by her best friend Yasmin at the end of the school year, she heads off to a girls' empowerment camp, which is, yeah, I guess that's kind of what you do. You feel betrayed, you go to an empowerment camp. Okay. She feels like no one will ever love her again. And so when she grabs the attention of a beautiful, charismatic Diane, she falls right under her spell, may accidentally promise to murder Diane's predatory stepbrother, Javier, in exchange for Diane murdering Yasmin. But that was only a joke, right? It's like, Diane's crazy. So when Yasmin turns up dead, Diane comes calling, attempting to blackmail Navi into murdering Javier. Yeah. She's in trouble. I can already tell, but like pulling me in for real. I really like how they did the description of the book. Normally when you have like a synopsis, it doesn't really sell you on what's going to be happening, but this one is kind of selling me right now. So when Diane actually comes calling for Navi to carry on with her part of the deal, she then becomes close to Javier and she sees that maybe Diane is really lying and maybe Yasmin isn't the only person she's ever killed. So it's going to be a bit of murder mystery locked into this, and I am extremely excited to see how this goes, whether Navi is going to be able to pull out of the deal that she has with Diane, or if there's going to be something that's going to cause her to take Diane down herself. So if you guys feel like this, twisted game of cat and mouse is going to be something that you want to read, definitely check it out. Like I said, I'll probably have the links for everything that I go over today in the description below, probably like on a Word document or something for you guys to check it out. So if you guys actually like any of the books that I've talked about today, let me know in the comments below. But thank you guys so much for joining me with this video. I will be releasing some more videos soon. It's just gonna be kind of like getting into the tempo of 2022. But I will also be releasing a video for shout out to let you guys know how much I appreciate everyone for commenting on my videos, for checking out my reviews, and just giving positive feedback. I really appreciate it. So yeah, I will check you guys in the next video. Bye.